All right. All right, all right. Hey, everybody. Um, this is yet another, the third Fmoddin stream. It's early today. Um, whew, but we're gonna go ahead and jump on into this. If you're curious about what this Fmoddin stream is about, we're finishing up trying to do the rune voices, quote unquote, system that you see in Hellblade using Fmod. Not Fblade, not Hellblade, Fblade, not Hellblade 2, but Hellblade 1. I'm not gonna go too in depth about what we've covered thus far, simply because we've got an hour and I've got 2 videos that kind of explain everything that we're doing, that we've done thus far. Um, but quick summary. I've recorded voices. I kind of have a rough I've got a rough system in place. I was hopefully gonna try and work on other systems, but we're really gonna just try and get this one good to go. So the first video, we got voices recorded for 2 possible systems. Last video, I got the primary system, the quote-unquote statue trigger voices, set up. And I got the other system voices implemented, but I decided to scrap that because I'd much rather get this system done and close to sounding like it does in game than just trying to roughly implement, 3 systems. So we got we got our parameters set, and we've got our parameters implemented. What I would like to do really quick is play through the system that we are, because we're doing this together, right? We're recreating, play it, and then just see how close we are. It's not verbatim. I haven't done the same voices. I probably should do that. Made my own voices, but trying to see if I can. All right, so basically, the statue right here, when the player is close to it, as in the statue lights up, the player starts hearing voices that goad the player into interacting with it. And that's what we're trying to do here. Ooh. So let's check this out. And I've called this the statue trigger system, where if you trigger the statue, voices start playing.
You have to take a closer look to see.
Hold on. Let's back up first.
Maybe you too have a...
Hopefully you can see it, but her head's to the right. If you look to the left, you'll see this little white circle. That's the statue just deactivated. So when the player enters what I'm assuming is a particular distance away from the statue, it lights up and produces a sigil, and voices start speaking, goading the player towards the statue when that happens.
What to play in this story? You have to take a closer look to see.
Why isn't she focusing?
She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
Do not forget my...
Okay, so, all right, so that's what we've got. Okay, and now let me lower this. So that's what we're trying to implement. Here's what we've got. Statue trigger on. Will it help us?
The rune beckons.
She doesn't know. Focus. Hurry.
She needs to focus. Does she see? She must move closer.
Will show us the way. Okay, so obviously it's not my rendition of that. A couple things I wanted to try and do. A couple things I can't really. So we got it implemented. There were 2 things I wanted to do. I wanted to have more voices, so that way if things repeat, you'll have the same voices playing over and over. And then I also wanted to work on how this system stops itself. And what I noticed was I think it's a fade, but it's a very quick fade. Let's listen to it again. I think if you listen really closely to the last voice, you'll hear it fade out.
Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
You have to take a closer look to see.
Why isn't she focusing?
She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
Do not forget my...
She needs to use her eyes. I don't know if you heard it, but it's like a slight fade out. And I have a fade out here. For the transition region here, the big green bar, it's a statue off. I have it fading out, but it's a long fade out. She needs to use her eyes. In the game, it seems a lot faster, although it's not disruptive. So I'm gonna play around with that a little bit.
Will it help us? The rune beckons.
She doesn't know. Oh no, I think it's like this.
Will it help us? The rune beckons. She doesn't know.
I think it's like that. Like you hear, well, let's see.
Help us. The rune. Help us. The rune beckons. She doesn't know. Focus. Hurry. She needs to focus. Help us. The rune beckons. She doesn't know.
Okay, so I think it fades out after a voice. So we have this. I literally said something and stopped. The way I process things is hilarious. So I think to make it seem a lot more fluid, I think that there might be a fade out after each voice, rather than having this bar and the system basically triggering off at any point in time.
Focus.
So what I'm going to do is, instead of using transition regions, I'm going to use transition markers here. And set destination to statue off. So that way this thing changes at rather than changing in the middle of a voice, it changes at the end. We'll have like a little fade here. Now I know you're thinking, wow, this looks freaking tedious. And it can be tedious. It absolutely can be. But the beauty of Fmod is that once I have like created the transition timelines and gone down here to transition conditions, add condition, add parameter. And this is all about the statue. The statue trigger is 0. We're going to go back to statue off because 1 means the statue's on, 0 means the statue is off. Once you set up all this stuff with the marker, you can literally Control V and place it anywhere else you want it to go. So it'll appear wherever the white marker is. So Control V, boom, there's another one. It's got all the parameters that you've already implemented in the trigger already established. And if I do this right, it'll have a nice little fade at the end of everything. And I need not worry about it sound like it was cut off. Oops, I should have moved the thing. So let's try this, alright? So now it won't transition in the middle of things. It'll transition at the end of each voice. So that way the fade out happens, so that way we're not fading in the middle of a dialogue line. Let's check this out.
Will it help us? The rune beckons. She doesn't know. Focus. Hurry.
Okay. Let's try that one. Okay. What you could do is try it at the end of each to make sure everything sounds nice.
Will it help us?
See, right now it fades out of this one, but then you hear part of the other one. So let's move this one here. We're working on. We're gonna work with each transition. So I'm gonna do the first transition, make sure it sounds good. Second transition, make sure it sounds good. This seems tedious, and it's tedious because I haven't implemented something. Like I could have made it to where each dialogue line ends at a particular way, so that way these triggers have the same effect. I didn't put any forward thinking into how I recorded the dialogue lines, but putting time and effort into that can make this process a lot easier for you, rather than having to second guess how things should fade out.
Will it help us?
So what I might have to do is...
Will it help us? The rune beckons.
Honestly, I don't like this dialogue line. It should be, I think it'll help us. It needs to sound more inquisitive versus, oh my god, what will it do? So I'm kind of conflicted that because I don't like this dialogue line. I'm gonna do this. No.
Will it help us? The rune beckons.
Oops, sorry.
Will it help us?
Alright, boom. So this one is good. Let's try the second one.
Will it help us? The rune beckons.
Okay, that one sounds good too. The second one, now we're gonna work on the third, make sure the transition for that is nice.
Will it help us? The rune beckons. She doesn't know.
Good, alright.
She doesn't know. Focus, hurry.
Alright, that's not bad either.
She doesn't know. Focus, hurry.
I can move it back a little bit, because the re gets cut off, but if I move it too close, if I move it back too far, where are we on? 1, 2, 3, we're on the fourth one here. If I move it back a little too far, we're going to hear little bits of this one, but this should be good. Let's try it out.
She doesn't know. Focus, hurry.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. That was the start of the following.
She doesn't know. Focus, hurry.
Alright, that one's good. Let's try the next one.
Focus, hurry. She needs to focus.
Good. Alright.
Does she see?
I could have these two be connected because they kind of are. Let's have them be connected.
Does she see? She must move closer. Does she see? She must move closer.
Show us the way. Alright, so I think these last three will be like a complete, be like a dialogue line. So, how this is going to work. Now, I've got the system set up. Transitions are good. We don't cut in the middle of any dialogue lines. It sounds really nice. So what's going to happen next is we need to add some variation. And so now we're going to have a little bit of thought process behind this. So since we already have our triggers set up to take us out of this setting, right? So that we don't disrupt the placement of these triggers, the new voice recordings that I'm going to make are going to fit lengthwise with the already established dialogue lines. So for example, this one right here, the next medium B that I make needs to be this length, because if it's longer, then I'm going to have to readjust all of these statue off triggers, which I don't want to do. I already set up the system. It's nice. Bada bing, bada boom. And this is what I mean when I say when you're creating systems, it really does help to be forward thinking about how you want to record things. Yeah, that's just the gist of it. So what we're going to do now, so that we don't have the same dialogue lines repeating all the freaking time, because that could be draining, and we're going to, when I say we, of course I mean me. I'm going to record 3 additional dialogue lines for each one of these. And since they're already labeled in FL Studios, it's going to be a breeze to just record everything. Like it's going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's hop on over to Fmod and record some more dialogue lines. Let me switch this over here as well. Boom. Okay, so and even now, right? Like all the close A's, I have them at similar length. Mid vocals here, highlight them, all different lengths. Ridiculous. Far, similar lengths, it's nice. Oh, these we don't need. This was going to be something I was going to try to do, but didn't get around to. So ignore the blues. Also make sure we're in. Alright, setting here. Oh, that's fine. Alright, started recording some more dialogue. So length is something else, and then continuity is another thing. So what we have, if we look at our dialogue lines, the focus we have is isolated, 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 continuation. So close B, C, and far C can be a continuation of like a thought, or they can be individualized. But having a continuation of a thought is a lot. I don't know. I'm gonna try and stick with that. So close B2, C2, and far C2 should be a dialogue line that kind of tie into each other. So we're gonna focus on that. Everything's isolated except for B, close C, and far C. And actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight that or make that visible in FL Studios. I'm gonna change their color. Close B, close C, far C. Close B, close C, and far C. Change the color of these so that I know. I'm gonna still make them green, but they're gonna be a different color green. Just that way I know that they need to be similar. Oh God. No, there we go. Boom. Alright, so let's do this. So close A, we're going to insert 2. Right now you can't hear because I've got my microphone switched over, but it's just the rune beckons. And so we're going to just record 2 other things. I'm just going to come up with some random stuff, alright? And this is the close microphone positioning, so I'm going to sound like I'm right in your ear. Alright. And you know what? To make this easier as well, we're going to just go ahead and define the length of time to record, so that way it cuts off.
It glows. It calls us.
Let's see. It glows, it calls us. The room beckons, it glows, it calls us.
There, the answers we seek.
Oh Lord, it sounds so bad.
There, we'll find answers there.
Alright. Got my close A, my additional voices. At close B and C, I'll come back to. Alright, mid. Although they're long, essentially, you know what? I know mid C is long. I might have to truncate it a little bit. Boy, I'm gonna see if we can shorten mid C. I'm gonna switch over so you can hear. I wanna know what mid C sounds like if I make it as short as the other 2.
She needs to focus.
No. See, this is the thing. When you, again, being forward thinking with how you record stuff and how you set up systems. Because I did this, hold on.
She needs to focus.
Like right here. You know, if I decide to lengthen all of the mid the mid A, mid B, mid C right here, these, I'm probably going to have to adjust the whole system, right? Because the parameters I have set up don't occur over the entire region. We can't transition out of the system at any time. Ooh. I have it set up to where things transition at a certain point. And so, yeah, I might have to adjust the system, you know. So being forward thinking about how long you want things to be and all that really does help. And when you're first starting to build systems, it's a big trial and error trying to figure out what works, you know, how you want to execute it. But, you know, all right, let's do this. Mid A.
She doesn't know.
Okay, mid A, and she doesn't know. Let's add some more. One of my favorite things about this game is like the giggles. So I'm a foolish girl. I sound like a witch. Foolish girl. I don't think that's fitting. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Closure. Ooh. She doesn't know. Focus. Focus. Oh, I'm doing the close mic. I need to do the midway mic. Let me back up. Or let me make it normal. Focus, dear. It's not focus, dear. These are voices. This is her talking to herself. She doesn't know. Will she understand it? She doesn't know. Will she understand it? She needs help. Whatever. She needs help. That's what we'll do. I'm not gonna beat myself up with these terrible dialogue lines. All right. Mid A is done. Mid B is what? Will it help us? The one I hate. I'm gonna change this one to it might help us. It might help us. Ooh, hold on. And let me get out of here. I haven't changed the length of any recording. And honestly, they're all about this length, so it works out. I think it'll help us. Alright, so that's going to be our new mid-B, because I hate the one we have. Well, I won't say hate, but strongly not in favor of. I think it'll help us. Focus your mind. Ooh. Steady your mind. Nah. She must steady her mind. She must steady her mind. The rune will, it will lead us along. Alright. Mid B. Alright, we got mid C here. Okay, oops, no, wrong way. Now we got mid C, and mid C is she needs to focus. I said steady your mind. She needs to focus. She needs to focus. Ooh, I know. Trying to think of these dialogue lines off the top of my head. She needs to focus. Hurry, we've not much time. Cut off. Hurry, we've not much time. Hurry, we've not much time. What are you waiting for? Do it. Alright. What are you waiting for? Do it. Alright, then we got our fars here. Alright, far A is focus, hurry. I back up a little bit. Focus, hurry. Oops. Add another one. I'll put this in here so it doesn't fill. Got focus, hurry. focus, hurry. Focus, hurry. Can she do it? Can she do it? Can she do it? Oops. Can she do it? Can she do it? Can she do it? So much going on in my head. I'm trying to think of dialogue lines. I'm hearing dialogue lines and going, I don't think this fits. Can she do it? Or I said we've not much time. Can she do it? I said steady your mind. So the rune beckons. Quick, it calls to us. Alright, quick, it calls to us. Alright, now we've got the lines. So we got close B. Let's go back to that. Alright, close B, we got does she see? Alright, it lights for us. The rune lights for us. It was. Ooh, I need to be closer. Let's see. The rune lights for us. Yes, it calls us near. So then we must focus. Alright. Let's do one more line. Alright, insert 1, 2, insert 3. It has the answers we seek. So quick, be quick. Quick now, focus. Alright, I think we got everything we need here. So, next step-a-roo. Next step-a-rooney-ooney. Oh, Jesus. Audio. Switch out so you can hear. Now, we do the most fun part, which is labeling. Alright, so, ST. Oops, sorry. ST. Close A2. Copy that bad boy. Make it 3. Bada bing. Alright, rename. Copy. Escape. Escape. Lord. Alright, boom. Get out of here. Name. Escape. B. Oh, he didn't copy over. That's alright. B2. B3. Alright. Okay. ST close. C2. Escape. C3. And we got mids. Alright. Last video, like, I feel like I spit a good deal of it, like reorganizing everything. That's another thing too, right? Like when you're doing stuff like this and you've got a myriad of stems, because I mean I literally am only I'm just making, you know, this quick little one-off, right? But even in doing this, not having a what is it, system set up like a system, like knowing how you're gonna label all of your files is a system within itself, and not having a system set up right just doesn't do it. It makes the whole process extremely tedious, and you know, it's super easy to almost to not waste time, but lose like not waste time, but it makes being, oh my god, did I not do far B? No. All right, gotta do 3 more. What I was trying to say, you don't waste time, but you lose valuable time, you know, due to inefficiency. And like, I don't know if it was this current project that I'm doing Fmod work on that I don't know if this project led to me figuring out how to mass export files, but I mean, as you can see, it's a lifesaver. Most of my work is being put into labeling stuff, but once I label everything and it's just set, you know, getting everything out and good to go is like no problem at all.
Her mind's not ready.
Oi. Sure, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, I gotta do far B.
Her mind's not.
Alright, so close yet so far. Let's forward 3. Her mind's not ready. Cluttered thoughts. Her thoughts, they're cluttered. Her thoughts, they're cluttered. So cluttered. The stone, feel the stone. Alright, there we go. So everything's been... Oh, next day, make sure I unmute everything so I don't have the issue from yesterday where I had to export everything like 3 times because I forgot to label. I forgot to label things first, and then I converted and everything was on mute, so I basically had muted conversions, so yeah. Too far be tree. Well, right. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, because this, when you export this stuff, it doesn't isn't right over previous audio. What would literally end up happening is, instead of having st close b just overwrite the old st close b, it would make an st close b2. So I'm going to delete all the files I have converted and just re-export everything. Otherwise, it's going to be so chaotic in there. All right, all playlist tracks from song start or from time selection. From time selection. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, we're going to do from song start, and then it'll stop where things are left off. Poop. That's all right. We're gonna make everything the same, so that way when it exports, everything's the same. Let me do this here. If I do from song start, it's just gonna export everything that's in everything below this pink area, this pink looped area, and some audios you can see is longer than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make each audio group the same in length avoid every hassle. Avoid any hassle. So make everything the same in length as you need it here. And then we're just going to export it the OG way. I'm going to go to export all playlist tracks and then from song start. There we go. And everything should be equivalent in length for its respective group. Export all playlist tracks from song start. And then we're going to go to find our folder. I have an Fmoddin folder, Hellblade Fmoddin folder. All right, here we go. Okie dokie. All right, we're done over here. Switch back over to Fmod. Okay. All right. Okay, we got everything. So now what we want to do is make our groups of 3. So I got my folder open. You can't see my folder being open, but I've got all of my loops. And actually, if I want to, actually, I could show that if I really wanted to. So hold on. Add new window capture. I'll call it Fmon files. Okay, boom. All right, so we got this here. You see all the files. They were exported, looking all cute and sturf. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take groups of them, the ones I want to be together, and, well, there's 2 things you could do. And actually, this is what I should probably do. I need to just move all of the audio into the assets folder. So you got events. These are things that play in the game. Assets are the audio files that you're using in the events that you make in Fmod. So we're going to go ahead and drag all those over here. It'll bring up a little window that says, do you want to overwrite stuff? Oh god, did I screw up? Well, essentially, you're going to click replace. I entered that too late, so I'm going to have to cancel that. Oh god, what happened? Oh no! It was here. Replace. There we go. Alright. Oh no, what?
I think it'll help.
Oh lord, see, I effed up somewhere. Okay, that's okay. Alright, so I was trying to avoid updating the system, but I guess we'll have to update it anyway. I screwed something up. So we're going to take, highlight everything we need. We're going to move everything back. I'm going to move this here. I'm going to take everything. I'm going to move this back, the loop, stretch it out some. Let's check this out. Ooh, wait, really quick. I think I would have moved this a little closer here. That should be good. Oops, no. Re-listen to this. Alright. Timeline, sorry. Alright.
I think it'll help us.
Alright, it fades out well.
I think it'll help us.
Oi, everything's like messed up. Hold on, let's see how this one does, the second one.
I think it'll help us. The rune beckons.
That's pretty nice. Hold on, let's try the second one again.
I think it'll help us. The rune beckons.
Alright. Good. Third should be okay as well. Let's try it.
She doesn't know.
Good. Fourth is not gonna work. I think it'll definitely go into the 5th one. We're gonna try the 4th one here.
No. Focus. Hurry.
Okay, that was fine.
She needs to focus.
Alright, I think I'm fine. I think everything works out. So now what we're gonna do, it's chaos. If you look over here in the assets side, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna select 3 that are in the same vein and lump them together. So we've got ST mid B. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the mid B's, boop, group them together, and delete the old file. Now we've got 3 in there. Hey. So what we're gonna do first is get all of these together. So we got ST close A. So let's get ST close A, A2, and A3. Select them all, drag them over, and now we've got a multi-instrument. ST mid A. So we're gonna do this with everything first. ST mid A. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Down here. Bada bing. ST far A. 1, 2, 3. Bada boom. As you can see, if they're different links, it'll auto-populate a fade in, fade out, like automation. But if things are equal in length, they automatically disappear. So, alright, ST mid C. Having audio with varying lengths. Well, when you're making a multi-instrument, it automatically just focuses on the longest length. So if you did have audio that was like, they don't have to be the same length in terms of dialogue. If you just have one that's long and create your system based on the longest audio, the multi-instrument will just fill in the shorter audio clips with just silence. So everything will be the same size. It'll just, those shorter clips will have silence on the end of them. Alright, you got ST close B. Get all those grouped together. They're different lengths. Oh, what did I do? I'm gonna find out. Alright, ST close C. Those. Bring them here. ST close C is also different length. Oh, Lord. So I might have to redo. And then ST far C. I'm going to have to redo the ending. Got different lengths here. But, okay, except for this one. ST far C worked out. It's the same length. Alright. So we've got a lot of multi-instruments set up. You can label them. I probably should. And I will real quick. Rename ST mid B. I'm labeling them because labeling is our friend. And actually, we could change the color. And I think I'm going to change the color as well. So we're going to make close. Normally, whatever letters in the word is what I kind of put the color. So C, first thing that comes to name is cyan. Alright. Oh, God. Alright, duh. So mid, M. Alright, fine. Magenta. Alright. ST close A. ST rename mid A. We're gonna also make this magenta. ST mid C. I've got a far somewhere it shouldn't be. Close C. Far A. Oh, I got rid of far B. Far B's not even on here. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you'll create audio for something and you just don't use it. F. What color starts with F? Frieza. And Frieza has purple. Alright. It's not a color, it's a Dragon Ball Z character. But whatever. Alright, so ST far A. Now I'm second guessing myself. Frieza does have purple in their little orby thingies. Frieza. Yeah, purple. Look at that. Alright. Could have also done Frieza, freeze blue, but hey. Alright, change color to magenta. Alright, rename ST. T B. Rename ST. Close C. Alright. So now let's test everything out. Okay, so sorry. First thing we did, we have them labeled close, mid, far. Now the next thing we can do, we can select, if you go down here to the playlist at the bottom right here, we've got our 3 audios, and what we can do, we could have the audio play in a myriad of ways. We've got shuffle, we got randomize, we got sequential, local scope, and sequential global scope. So shuffle literally just means, shuffle means it'll go in order. So A will start, then B, then C. We've got randomize, which honestly just means whatever plays is going to play. We probably should do shuffle, right? Shuffle will probably be best for everything. But we could also go a step further. If you see these percentages here, randomize. How do I do this? Play percentage. If you right click and set play percentage, you can change this. And so right now it's 33% for each one. So you'll hear each, they'll go in order. You'll hear each one consecutively. But let's say you wanted it to be random, right? And you want mid B and mid B2 you'll hear the most often, but let's say mid B3 is like this really special, like not Easter egg, but like a rare dialogue line. You could set mid B to like 45. You could set set play percentage. You could set mid B2 to 45, and then have mid B3 be 10%, and then the player, depending on how long they want to sit there, they could hear a special dialogue line. But for this particular scene, I don't think that's really necessary. I could see that happening for like a JRPG and hearing I could see for a JRPG and maybe there being like a rare victory line that you hear that could get shuffled through. But for this particular thing, because you don't necessarily want the player to spend forever here, if anything, I feel like the voices are there, and after a while the player just gets accustomed to it, but yeah, I think we don't need to mess with the play percentages. I think we need to keep it on shuffle, because if we put it on random, there's a really good chance that you could hear the same dialogue line two times in a row. I do think though, like for mid B, the starting one, I do think the starting one should change each time. Maybe the starting 2 should change each time. So we'll keep those on shuffle. But I think we could probably randomize the ones in the middle. Randomize these here in the middle, and I think these at the end should probably shuffle. So we do have some variation. These 2 will change every time the loop repeats. These will, change at will, and then these will shuffle as well and be sequential. So let's listen to this, yeah?
I think it'll help us. The rune beckons. She doesn't know.
Quick, it calls to us.
She needs to focus.
It has the answers we seek.
Quick, be quick.
Quick now, focus.
She must steady her mind. It glows. It calls us.
She needs help. Can she do it?
Hurry, we've not much time.
The rune lights for us.
She must move closer.
Show us the way.
It will lead us along. There, we'll find answers there.
She doesn't know. Quick, it calls to us.
Hurry, we've not much time. Does she see?
Yes, it calls us near. So then we must focus. Oh, this is pretty cool. I think the only issue I have right now is that the voices there's a lot happening. I would probably need to space these out a bit more. And there's one more thing that we need to do, and that's panning. I don't know if we got 5 minutes, but if you listen to the audio in the game itself, and I'm gonna delete this, we don't need to see this anymore. Fmoddin. Maybe we don't need to see this anymore. Bring this up, but if you listen to the voices, you'll hear them panning a little bit. They don't just stay static in one side of your ear.
Oh, it's no good.
You have to take a closer look to see.
Why isn't she focusing?
She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
Do not.
So some fade, some stay. And so I would like to have that be a thing. But I'll be honest, I don't affect Fmod. Oh, alright, so I think I found a way. So, alright. So if you click on an audio file, you can set up triggers and parameters. Now I'm highlighting the whole channel. And if we go down to the bottom, you'll see something called fader. And you'll see two things. You'll have something that says right click to add pre-fader effects and right click to add post-fader effects. I'm doing post-fader effects. I think that's what I want. Right click and you get Fmod Panner. And what we want is for the panner to be randomized. I'm assuming, I know when you click a button, it's really freaking small here. Try to see what it looks like on, ooh, you can't even see. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna go through the whole rigmarole. I'm gonna delete this, delete. So, select the highlight an item. You can add triggers and stuff like that, parameters. If you highlight the channel, you get this thing down here, the audio track, a fader pops up. What I'm doing, I'm right clicking add post fader effect. I'm going to add effect. And I'm going to Fmod Panner. And this pops up. So we got automatic. If you click on automatic, you can change like mono, stereo, all that good stuff. Don't care about that. Right now, what we're going to do, we're going to click, oh, that's bypass. I want this to be random. Ooh, I think I figured it out. So we added our panner, right? I'm going to delete this. Oh, I don't even need that. Haha. Ignore everything I just said. Highlight the channel and right click. When you highlight the channel, you get a pan knob here. Boo, 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 boo. On the right. We're going to right click it. And we're going to add modulation. Random. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to mute the other two channels and just do the middle channel.
I think it'll help us. She needs help. She needs to...
It's not doing a thing. Oh, okay, add automation. Okay. So, let's go back. I had pan. I add... Oh, God. Hold on. Okay. So, pan. I said add modulation. It was random. So, now it comes up. Let me see something. What if I just do add automation? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to add modulation. Random modulation. Oh, what in the world?
She must steady her mind. Will she understand it? Hurry.
It's happening on both sides. We're not going to do that. We're going to go to panning. We're going to add automation. Going to add curve. Curve is the timeline here. You know what? We're just going to add some random. It's very... This one, I think they might have done this, they might have baked this in game. Probably not in Fmod. I think they probably added panning and stuff in game. Because this isn't random. It's going to do the same thing the whole time. So maybe, I don't know how to do randomization for this. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. That sucks. Alright, so we got everything except for the randomizing. I was thinking about doing the randomization in Fmod.
It will lead us along. She needs help. What are you waiting for? Do it. She must steady her mind. She doesn't know. Hurry, we've not much time.
Yeah, this isn't what I was expecting, so I would need to do more work on this. But that's alright. It's 8:01, an hour 45 minutes to an hour has passed. We've got most of it going. Only thing I didn't implement was the randomization of panning for the individual files. But what we can do really quick is try and test this out with the gameplay. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how this is gonna look for y'all, but all right, got it half and half. Got Hellblade half and half. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Hellblade. Make this bigger for you. Make this bigger for us. I'm gonna play Hellblade. I'm gonna mute the sound, and then just see how this plays. See how my system works in line with the gameplay. See if it ends up working out.
That leads north and down through deep.
What is she looking at? To play in this story.
Alright, so I'm oh god, hold on.
I think it'll help us. She needs help. What do you...
Ah, didn't do well at all. Hold on. Try this again. Also, I've got weird screens up. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I realized that I have things muted. Oh. Ah, so I've got, alright. We're gonna wait real quick. What I realized is some of these, I'm gonna change it. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. So hold on. Come here, you. We're not ready yet. We gotta adjust the system because I realized that some of the audio is too long. For example, I don't know if you can see here, but in mid B, there's 3. The third one actually carries over quite a bit.
She must steady her mind.
So I gotta readjust the system because the audio is cutting off.
It will lead us along. She must steady her mind. She must steady her mind.
Okay. Watch out.
Lead us along.
Oh, it's fading out. Here we go. I need to check all the fade outs for each one.
The rune beckons.
Now, see, I tried out the second one, number 2, and
It'll help us. Steady her mind.
all right, we got this one here.
Knows it calls.
I don't know what I did, but I had a whole system in place and I didn't set it up right. So we're having to redo the endings of this.
Yeah, we'll find answers there.
See?
Knows it calls us. The rune beckons.
So that needs to be right there. Okay. And we got these.
There. She doesn't know.
Alright, that starts a little too late.
There. She doesn't know. She needs help. Will she understand? There. Will she understand? Will she understand it?
Okay. Alright, so let's try this one. Gotta move this one back as well. Move this one back here, like right here. I have some that start right at the beginning. Like the audio starts right at the start. Starts right at the start. There's audio from the very beginning of the clip, and so I need to fabricate space in between them.
She needs help. Quick. She doesn't know. She needs help.
Alright.
She needs help.
Come here. Go up.
Will she understand it? Quick, it calls to us. Hurry,
It has the
we've not
answers
much
we
time.
seek. Okay.
She needs help. She needs help.
Alright, that one's good. We got...
Focus, hurry. Quick, it calls to us.
Okay, I think that one's good. Come here, you. I think these need to be... Nothing really starts on time, so I think those should be alright.
She needs to focus.
Alright.
She needs to She needs... What are you waiting for? Do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. Hurry, we've not much time.
Alright, good. Then our...
Does she see? Yes, it calls us near. So then we must focus.
Move this back a little
The
bit.
rune lights for us. She must move closer.
Will show us the way. Alright, now let's see what it sounds like just going through everything.
It will lead us along. There, we'll find answers there. She needs help. Quick, it calls to us. What are you waiting for? Do it. It has the answers we seek. Quick, be quick. Quick now, focus. I think it will help us. The rune beckons. Will she understand it? Can she do it? She needs to focus. Does she see? She must move closer. So then we must focus.
Closer. I might move this one back a little bit.
She must steady her mind. There, we'll find answers there. Will she understand it? Can she do it? She needs to focus. The rune lights.
I think these are a little too far. I know. So picky. I think these are a little too far away. I'll have to be a little bit closer.
She needs help. Focus. Hurry. Hurry. We've not much time. Does she see? Yes, it calls us near. Quick now, focus. I think it will help us. There, we'll find answers there. Will she understand it? Quick, it calls to us. She needs to focus. It has the answers we seek. So quick, be quick. It will show us the way. She must move closer. So focus. The rune lights for us. So quick, be quick. Quick now, focus. Do it. Does she see? Yes, it calls us near. So then we must focus. I think it's...
Okay, I think we got it. Alright, let's try it. Let's try it out again. We're gonna put them side by side. We'll get everything set up here on the screen. Okay. Pull up my screens. So I'm ready to gizzo. Alright, I can do it here. So I'll go ahead and have it start playing, looping right here. Come here. Alright.
Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Okay.
She must steady her mind. The rune beckons. She needs help. Focus, hurry.
Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
Alright. Got it to work. It was a lot better. The fade out was... Yeah, fade out was great. Happened after a line. Obviously, this will feel a lot different having the audio, like the sound effects swirling around, you know, it adds to the immersion. But as far as having a system of sorts kind of working for us, I think we did it. So let's maximize that, minimize these. All right, I think that's it for our Hellblade Senua Fmoddin series for this week. If you're new to Fmod, hopefully you learned something with me doing this. I'm a hands-on person, so having this here but also having the program to tinker alongside would aid me quite a bit. And I believe Fmod does have like a free version that you can download for your own educational purposes. So I definitely would say check that out. But yeah, that's it for this month's Fmoddin series. We'll have another one next month. The game that we might be doing, I have a list of them. Hello, Small Kitty Big City. I don't think that's the name of it, but that one. Trying to think of a couple others that I thought about. The Little Kitty Big City. Whisker Squadron was another one. Prehistoric game. I want to check out some Final Fantasy VII remake stuff and just kind of see what that's like. I feel like with the music transitioning and transitions from battle themes, I think Final Fantasy remake would be cool to take a look at. There was another one that I forgot, but I'm looking at stuff and making notes. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 games right now that we're gonna play around with. But yeah, And also, if there are any suggestions from, folks, especially from the Patreon, we'll have that too. So that's it. Thanks for showing up and tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Later.